And we are back with another episode of Prison Architect using the GTD methodology in order to enhance our gameplay. We are running two prisons at the same time. We are running a women's prison and a men's prison. And in order to be able to manage all of the complexity of running two prisons, we are using a paper binder using this system called GTD, Getting Things Done, in order for us to be able to effectively switch between all the complex jobs of multiple prisons. And the reason why we do this is A, it enhances gameplay, and B, it is going to enable us to be able to easily transition to use this system in our day-to-day life. It's to display how effective this system really is. I'm going to load up the women's prison. Start. Ah, yes. One prisoner on the bus. Yes, this is where we were up to. Our staff have become unhappy with their working conditions in the prison and have threatened to go on strike if they do not get a 50% pay increase. Right, well we need to do that, right? Pay rise 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% increase. Done. Right, now we're at 10 grand loss a day. That's not good. And we've still got to build all this lot. We can sell shares of the prison. I might sell 10%. I'll sell 20% of the prison. Sell 20% or 30%. I want to pay off some of the debt. That's completely wiped the debt. So I can sell. Right, that's another 20 grand. We've sold 30% of the prison off. Ah yes, these are trees. It is trees that get built. That's good to know. Yeah, we could expand an entire area and just plant loads and loads of trees. I might actually do that. If I was to do it, where would I do it? Maybe across the road? How much is that? 30 grand? I could sell more of the prison. Sell the prison, build a massive tree area. Yeah. Right. That's 30 grand, which leaves us with 10, but we could get the loan. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go for it. Right. So, first things first is we're going to want a fence to go around the outskirts. A double fence, even. A single fence all the way across, and then we want to have a gap of 1 and do it all again. Yep, and then we'll place a stack drawer there. and there. And we shall demolish this wall, this wall, this wall for the minute. We'll leave it at that for the moment. Then the only other thing for us to build is the grove. Large amounts of the grove. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each of them has 9 trees, and one tree, when dismantled, I think generates 240. If I remember correctly. So that would mean 9 times 240 we get back, which is about 2,000. So it costs us 800, but we get 2,000 back. So that's a good return. But it does take a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. £40,000 bank loan, and we'll continue with the grove. We'll just max out on this grove today. We'll just absolutely go for it. Another again, another 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of money being spent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are spending an immense fortune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. £4,000 a row it costs us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. That is a lot. But each of them is £2,000, and we've got 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 5 is 60, times £2,000 profit, £120,000 profit from all that. £17,000. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot that's going to get built. There's an awful lot. It's going to take time. This is probably very impulsive. We don't even have a workshop built yet. Well, it was definitely impulsive. All that. I'm going to reduce the pay again. Yep. Back to the original amount. Now we do have 12 criminally insane prisoners coming, which will give us 36 grand. That's good at least. I mean, we might even be able to do even more. That might be our Hail Mary type of rugby shot. You know, swinging for the fences is to... we got one guard now. I have another 4 gardeners. Ah yes, it's the gardeners that plant. Got you. Got you. Okay. Yeah, 1 gardener's not enough. Well, that's 5 gardeners. I'm gonna up it to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 gardeners now. Or 20. We've got a massive field there. I think 20. I'm gonna do 20. 20. Or even more, I might go for 30. Hard to say. That's a lot. 120,000 in income. Once it's all matured and done. Yeah. They just take a bit of time. It's a bit like an investment, really. Very much like an investment. So all the gardeners are coming in. Is that storage? Maybe I should have another storage here. Oh, that's not storage. What's that? Is that deliveries? Maybe I have deliveries also here. Yeah, the deliveries is full there. Losing 6 grand a day is a big amount of loss. 10 grand's being made. We've got 10 grand. Not good. We might have just gone too far on this. But at least we're going to get all these criminally insane prisoners. That might be the way that we bankroll ourselves. This is going to be very messy. We're at 60 capacity, but we have 24 available to be in here. So we can go to 84 prisoners in total. So we've got it set to 64. I might just increase it to 84. So tomorrow we get 18 prisoners, which is 54,000. Another escape, not good. Yeah, the workmen used a lot of logs. A lot of logs. And grass turf. Yeah, we didn't allow for that to finish. We've just ploughed straight onto this. Oh, it's planting. Yeah, they're focusing on building all this now. They're forgetting about all this. They don't care. Yeah. It just takes time. But yeah, that entire plot is worth 120,000 when it's done. Once it's all come to fruition. So that's interesting. Prisoner reoffending fine, 5 grand. Not good. Not good at all. They're placing all this grass over here. The workmen. Yeah, it's going to take them a while. There is a big amount of stuff for them to do on it. I mean, that could be what our expansions are. Is just more of this, you know. That's 120,000 in profit, but it's probably going to take, I'm guessing, a few weeks. What's this? Shed. Connected to the water, eh? We don't even have water down here. Yeah, just got to leave them to it. That is actually very exciting. That this section, because it's incredibly profitable. It costs us 800 and we get 22,200 or whatever back, 2,400. So we make, you know, 1,500 to 2,000 per plot. You know, so it's a significant profit. It's just going to take maybe a few weeks of game time. I don't know how long it's going to take. Maybe we'll never see the profit. Maybe we lose before that point. Maybe we pushed it too far and we've gone completely bankrupt. I hope not. I do hope not. We're at 2,000 loss a day, which is not as bad. You know, if we can get the loan down, that'll almost make us even. And we can do that tomorrow. You know, 54 grand we get, we just pay off the loan. So we're not losing another 1,800 a day. We reclaim that back. Yeah. Yeah, they've stopped building all this. They are just focused on all this for now. Get this done, they're saying. And that's going to take a while, because there's a lot. It's half the size of our prison. It's just going to take hours. But it is what it is. As long as we can tread water. 18 criminally insane prisoners arriving though. That's a serious risk. Right now the prison is just doing alright. But having that many criminally insane prisoners arrive could send us over the edge. That could be what really starts lots of kickoffs and everything, I'm not sure. I mean, instead of 18, we could just lower it to 10. 10 criminally insane prisoners for now. Just take 10 of them. think we did place the path as well to be built, did we? What? No, we didn't place the path. That's alright. Yeah, there's a lot to be done. You know, they're building this, they're building that. It's going to take a while. I'm not too sure even about having these criminally insane prisoners come, because it seems to be treading water, this prison. It's a 2,000 loss a day, so it's not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to lower it to... Well, the prisoners, how many criminally insane have we got? We've got one... We've got 5 so far, so we only need another 5. And then the rest, we can just have them as minimum. Or mediums. What did we say we wanted to go to? It was 60 plus 24, 84. Oh, we don't want that many criminally insane though. No. Yeah, we don't want that many criminally insane. We just want 5 criminally insane arriving. $15 prisoners up for parole. We've got another parole on the way. That'll give us 15 grand tomorrow. I have to pay 15 grand off the debt. Or we just go for more and pay off more of the debt. Oh dear, I don't know. 84. Medium. That takes us to 62,000, which definitely clears the debt. We'll go with it. I hope it works out. Take a chance. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance on me. Do 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 do. All this is being built. So last chance to decide if we really want this. 18 as opposed to just 5 criminally insane. I might just I'm gonna bottle it. Medium, significantly increasing it. Let's see. 4, 5. Yeah, do it like that. The rest is medium, and then 5 criminally insane. That's good. I'm good with that. Although, would you really want medium, or would you rather just keep it? Yeah. 10 minutes left, 10 seconds. We'll do 15. Right, 15 of them will come. Right, save. Women's prison. Yeah, this is very messy. Very, very messy. Very disorganised. We load up the men's prison. Right. We're at 12 grand profit in the men's prison. Oh, we've built all that. All that's still to be built. There's a lot of things to be built. Are we in debt? We could buy shares back. What's the cost? 29 grand to buy 10% back. I'll do it. Because I think the value of this prison is going to significantly increase once this is all done. Although we do only have 3 grand, which is not good. So maybe we should have to sell it again. Because that's not going to sustain us at all. That's the question, do we sell the valuation of the prison or do we go into debt? Well, considering we're 11 grand, well, we could get a grant. But which grant are we going to go for? 90. Sell block C. An 11 grand profit. I don't know how it's that high. Well, it's because you completed a grant, so that doesn't really count. Yeah. We are allowing things to build and continue to be created. What I've just learned from the women's prison is if I buy this other section and start filling it with the grove for all them trees, all the workmen stop building this stuff, and this stuff is critical, really. But it's a big leverage move. High risk, high reward type move. Let's put a staff door there. I might build a couple of doors that are small. 1, 2. Yeah, 2. There's 2 there. Could have some more here. No, it doesn't really work. We've got 2. And we do have a one garden. Yeah, so instead of going completely nuts and spending 20-30 grand on more land and then doing all this, and getting carried away with ourselves, let's just be patient. To the men's prison now, yeah. Just be patient, let everything build up. See, that cell finally got done. They're still planting the floor. They're still doing the flooring over here. There's a lot in this game. It is very easy to get carried away with overbuilding and then everything gets stuck in the build queue, and then you're waiting for things to be built, and then you run into problems like cash problems or build order problems. You can't fix things in an appropriate amount of time. You know, and you're rushing. It's rushing, and to rush, like we did do that women's prison just then, that could really mess us up. Because if we end up in massive daily debt, we can go bankrupt. We don't have a loan. good. Early release, that's your parole. Do we have a second parole? Yeah, we do, we have 2 paroles. That's good. We're just waiting for everything to get built. I don't want to rush into anything. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, let's go schedule for parole. Yeah, we can double up the paroles now. Yep. 8 paroles. 12 are up for parole. 8 paroles. Very good. You just got to let them do their thing, these workmen. It'll all get done in its timing. It just takes a while. And it requires patience. 15 grand is not a lot of money, considering how much we're building. Easily be snaffled up. And I'd rather have a prison that is working slowly, stably, whilst we slowly expand, as opposed to leveraging and getting massive. I mean, we sold. Did we sell 50%? We sold 50% of this prison, man. Not good. We bought 10% back, so that's good. But you know, unnecessary risks. You know, we can go massively into debt. See, maximum loan 40 grand. What is the interest rate on a loan? I'm not even sure. So how much is our income? Is 23 grand, of which we pay a 15% corporation tax, which is 2,000. So we'll get 2,000 a day extra for the sake of 50 grand. So it'll take us 25 days in order to recoup that money. Is it worth doing it? Not at this second. It's really hard to be patient. I'm finding it very hard to be patient. It's a challenge. To not want to overbuild and to just just get into debt, buy that, like we did on the last women's prison. To be impulsive. Being impulsive is never going to end well. Why is this prisoner all over here? Extremely strong. What are you doing? 2 psychiatrist offices, yet the second one is there. Everything is being built, it's just happening slow. That is all. See? It's not happening slow, it's happening at the pace that it's supposed to happen. It's just that there's a lot being built. If you look at it in terms of the size of the prison, that's our original prison. And then we're building all this and all that. And, you know, a couple of solitaries, and then we're paving all this. So we're probably 50%, the whole construction that we're doing currently that's queued to be built, including them, is probably 50% the size of our original prison that we've just got all queued up. So it's a massive, massive expansion. It's the biggest expansion we've ever done. We've just normally done a couple of rooms at a time. Here we've done 10 rooms, plus another 10 and more, plus all this, plus the grove. It's massive. It's by far the biggest expansion we've done. By far. So all we need to do is make sure that we stay the cash flow stays positive, profitable, and that there's no major kickoffs. The warmth thing, they want warmth. They ain't got warmth. The media have started a campaign over the amenities granted to prisoners, and it's bringing a lot of heat from my office. I'm passing a bill which bans exercise equipment in prison yards. So I need you to remove all weight benches from your yards or you will be fined. You have 6 hours. Right. Now this is a problem. Because I'll remove all these weight benches. But the question is, in what order are they going to do it? We've got 6 hours to do it. Before we get fined. But are these workmen going to prioritise building this path, or are they going to prioritise getting rid of these weight benches? They're just laying all the footpath down and everything. Everything will come. The main thing right now is to make sure that we're still profitable and that there's no major catastrophes like a riot that's going to blow up the whole prison and we lose. As long as we stay as long as we're profitable as a prison and there's nothing that's going to destroy us and end the game, then see, this is almost done. The meal quantity and quality, so we can increase it to get that grant, whichever grant it is. Well, did the grant end? Oh well, I'm still waiting on that to be built. Maybe I messed it up. Your food budget experiment is over and the results are inconclusive. You are free to set your food policies back to whatever you wish. Right. We'll do that in a moment. I also want to connect the water all the way to the end. All the way to the end. All the way to the end. Connecting the toilet and the shower. All the way up. That should hopefully work. Well, we'll do a shakedown. Yeah. There's a lot for them to build. They're building 50% increase in the size of the prison. So there's loads of tasks. There's probably thousands of actions for them workmen to do. So it's going to take time. We've got 30 workmen. And I don't want to spend an absolute fortune hiring more because it costs 500 each. I mean, we could hire. We are very profitable at the minute. We could hire more. 10 more. I just don't trust that figure. See, look, it's dropped down to 3,800 now. You know, things can go bankrupt very, very quickly. You know, you can start getting a bunch of fines from prisoners that have messed up. on the outside and causing us to get a fine. Right, so in 8 hours, I'm just going to set the clock. 8 minutes. The session ends. Yeah, it's very tempting to want to do what I just did in that women's prison, but I'm going to use restraint and let the workmen finish what they're doing. I might hire them though. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, that's the other cost, is £5,000. It cost us £5,000 to even do that. Yeah. So even though it's a 33% increase in speed because we've got 33% more staff, it still means we'll just have to see, won't we? We have to go into our lawn. I don't know how they decide what order the things to be in. I have no idea. You just got to let them do their thing. It'll all come in its time. It's going to take a while. You know, that's another aspect. It cost us £5,000 to hire them extra workmen. That's 5,000 would have gone into this. See, like instantly £1,000's gone on wooden floor. Money very quickly vanishes. You know, library, 1,800 on books. Money very quickly. Thousands can just vanish. Thousands. The gym. £5,000 for building foundations. Maximum on 62,000, that's alright. We want to keep our cash above 10 grand a day. $82,000 instantly gone on building foundations. Money very quickly vanishes. Rapidly. Could increase the speed by hiring more workmen, by just getting more and more into debt and hiring more and more workmen, but I don't want to do that. Even though we could hire another 25 workmen, but then we've got to fire them all, and it would cost 25 times 500 is 12 grand to hire them all. But maybe it's worth it if it sped us up significantly. But the loan is also going to knock down our daily cash flow by increasing the amount of loan we have. And I'd rather slowly increase the loan than increase the workmen, because the workman is 500 extra. Hard. It's hard to decide the correct order and mechanics of it all, but it is coming along. It's just a process. Yeah, we never want to go under 10 grand really, at all, because thousands get spent in a second, easily. We're about to get 27 grand, so that's good. Yep. Everything just takes time. Yeah, so we're still just waiting for this to be built, that to be built. They've built some of this walkway now, so that's at least coming on. I think it's going to take several days. Definitely. For it to all be finished. Said and done. Yeah, it's just a process of waiting right now. That's all we're doing is waiting. I don't want to hire more workmen. I don't want to build more stuff. I don't want to expand, go further into debt. I just want what we've got to just finish off for now and then see where we're at. I think in the women's prison we may have overextended and it could lead to our bankruptcy. It could ruin the whole everything. Yeah, time's almost up in a sec, and we'll save the women's prison. Yeah, so they've focused on the walkway. We're still waiting for all this to be built. A couple of them have got built. Waiting on the criminally insane wing over here to be built. Yeah. So it's going well. Save as women's as men's prison. Save. And with that, I shall end the recording. On the next one, we're just going to let it all play out even more.